All praise, glory, and honor to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Rakakadash. Double honor to the teachers, others, and the boss of great millstone. Also to you brothers that dead that put on this truth, faithfully, fearlessly, feeding sheep. And to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in, Shalom. Shalom, brothers and sisters in this truth. I wanted to bring out another short video to this evening because, you know, today is the day of atonement. This is where we get to present ourselves before the Lord, YAHAWASHI, for hopefully that He will forgive our sin, asking Him for the forgiveness of our sin. A lot of brothers went out there and they did camp today, and beautiful camps, beautiful streaming, live streams, you know, and this is the man, the servants of YAHAWASHI. This is what we do. Those of us who are true believers in the Lord and know that He's going to come back to save His hopeful elect, but the rest of the nation, you know, of course, they were in joy and mirth and celebrating, and especially those 2/3 out there. No matter what we do, we cannot convince them that, you know what, you're a part of something that's greater than the rest of these bottom feeders. These are the nations that are oppressing us here in Great Babylon, America. Let's start off with the book of Amos 5 and verse 16. It says, "Therefore the Lord, YAHAWASHI, the God of hosts, the Lord, said thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, Alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandman to mourning, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing." Let's go to verse 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him." And now people don't understand this. Here's the deal. You know, in church, you always say, you know, what a glorious day that would be when we all meet Jesus. We shall sing sweet song of victory. That's not going to be the case here for the 2/3. Okay, even us who who are part of the hopefully that who are going on the highways and the byways and bringing out this truth, and doing our best to follow the laws and the statutes that YAHAWASHI have set before us. Even us, we are humble in our thoughts. Okay, that we are part of those that are going to be chosen by the Lord to be brought up in the to meet Him in the air in those chariots. Okay, but our people, you know, they just believe in this Christianity BS that's telling them, hey, all you have to do just before you die, the instant before you die, you say, Lord, forgive me for all my sins. Wait a minute, no works, no belief. I mean, seriously. Okay, so what have you done to expect that? Now, our people, okay, they don't understand that the great tribulation that's about to set forth here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, Jacob's trouble. Okay, the shortage of food. Jobs are firing people left and right. Companies are going under. This place is crumbling. There is no reset, okay, or any type of rebuilding or anything like that. That's not going to happen. Okay, MAGA, MAGA, let's make America great. What Trump came up with, it's all just propaganda, bullcrap that Trump himself don't even believe in. Okay, so these people right now are in a perpetual sleep. Okay, and I'm going to just speak on our 2/3 here. Okay. They desire the day of the Lord because they think some sweet white Jesus is going to come and save them. You know, damn the homos, the sodomite, you know, the pedophiles, all the wicked people on this earth that have done nothing. Okay, nothing to appease the power. YAHAWASHI. Okay, but what they're going to find out there, let's go into verse 18 where it says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, is darkness." Meaning what? It's not going to be a day of joy. It's going to be a day of wailing and crying. You're going to be wishing He had never shown up. Okay, and not light. And it says, as if a man did flee from a lion. Okay, when you're running from a lion, you're running from a lion because what? The lion is going to eat you. Who's the prey? Yasharala, us so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. We had to pray here in Great Babylon, America, and who is that predator? That predator is the so-called white man, Esau. Okay, and these other nations, but on a lower scale. But Esau is our predator. He is that lion that's going to be chasing us. We're running. Okay. And we think that we're going to be kind of safe here. What our people are going to go into what? The promises that Great Babylon has delivered here. Okay, we're going to have food stands for you if you don't have food. Okay, we're going to provide you a shelter. You know what those shelters going to be? Those FEMA camps. Okay, there's going to be these imprisonments that they're going to bring you into them. You know, so they can experiment you and put you to death because their CJAB didn't work. Okay, so now they're going to now use the sword. And it says a bear met him or went into the house and leaned on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Okay, so no matter what our people look and try to go into to try to get some type of some type of salvation here in Great Babylon, it's not going to work. Okay, because why? Esau is the damn devil. Okay, and Esau has set up all of these traps, so when you run from point A to point B to point C, either way Esau has gotten you. Okay, and the same thing here with the Lord, YAHAWASHI. Okay, and that day people are going to be wailing and crying. Okay, the 2/3 going to be wailing and crying to the Lord, but it's like He's not here to hear your prayers and your wailing anymore. He's here to now put you to doggone death. Let's go into the book of Isaiah This is the book of Isaiah chapter 13 starting. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 13 starting with verse 9. And it reads, Behold, the day of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, cometh cruel both with wrath and with fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Well, other than the hopefully elect, that would mean everybody else is going to be destroyed out of it. I mean, you look around this place, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, this place is just absolute wickedness, and to the point where, you realize that this is what you have to see until this place is absolutely destroyed. Okay, and it says, For the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give their light, and the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine because of those ICBM missiles. Okay, great war and tribulation is going to be coming. You have a toxic air. You have these the government is spraying the air with the chemicals. Okay, blocking out the sunlight. Okay, you have the environment. It's just been completely annihilated by Esau through all of his experiments with it, okay, and all of his desire, okay, to kill the populace, okay, which his eyes is privileged set on who? The tribe of Israel, us so-called Black Native Americans and Latinos. And it says, And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Okay, we see now these low-level Edomites, what? They're actually making up the majority on those bread lines now. They're the ones that's losing the job. Why? Because they're the ones that actually had the job. First hired, okay, last fired. But guess what? Even though they stayed to the end. Now, see, they're the ones who are actually ill-prepared for a lot of this judgment that's coming too. Why? Because they never had to prepare. They never had to worry about having money or having food. It was all part of their life. Okay? Now, you 2/3, you have a lot to worry about because we've always been at the bottom. Okay? And judgment will start what? At the house of Israel. And it says, Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall move out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the days of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man take it up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one to his own land. Hey, you can see all these gooks, all these sand desert monkey niggas, them from India and all these other places, Elamites and all of these other nations that are here that have prospered. They can be running their country. But guess what? They can be running to the shithole too, because in those countries, see, the American dollar is not going to be worth anything. So they're not going to be taking a few American dollar or a couple 100,000 American dollars and going over there and be rich. No, they're going to go over there, and now they have to deal with the kind of lifestyle that's over there. And those countries are much poorer. So they're going to walk over there and just instantly be put to death. Okay, and it says their children shall also be dashed. Salaki, and it says everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall be fall by the sword. Okay, so you just think that these Edomites care about you? No matter what they do to you, you're willing to forgive them. You're willing to just, hey, I'll accept the crumbs. I'll just walk with you as long as you don't put me to death right now today. Okay, I'll just accept being at the bottom. I don't want the crown. I don't want to be above you. Okay, I want to be beneath you. Then you know what? When the Lord returns, guess what he's going to do? Yahushua is going to trust you. He's going to set those dead angels on you, and those are going to come in many forms. Okay, famine, starvation. Okay, and the sword itself. Okay, which is the various ways of people are put to death nowadays. And it says their children also should be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. And that is going to go against the 2/3 and also the rest of these nations that choose to stay here. Okay, and continue to live. Okay, in the lifestyle of Esau, because this is what Esau set up, these people to be blind. Let's go into the book of Jeremiah, because Jeremiah tried to warn our people before, but guess what? They didn't listen. They the book of Jeremiah 18, down verse 18, it says, Then said they, Come, let us devise devices against Jeremiah, for the law shall not perish from the priest, nor counsel from the wise, nor the word from the prophet. Come, and let us smite him with the tongue, and let us not give heed to any of his word. Does it sound familiar? Yeah. You think anyone giving heed to us? We can go there all day in the sun. We can go there in the rain, snow, it's sunshine. We can put videos after videos. We could add it to make it as attractive as possible, trying to draw the, because Joe, Jake them have a very low mentality, and attention span. So you might want to try to put animation to try to draw their attention. Hey, listen to this word. They don't care. They don't want to give heed. It says, Give heed to me, O Lord, YAHAWASHI, and hearken to the voice of them that contemn me. Shall evil be recompense for good? For they have dug a pit for my soul. Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them, and to turn away thy wrath from them. So we are pleading our cause to YAHAWASHI, just like Jeremiah did. We go out in the highways and the byways. We do the work. Okay, we do the fasting. Okay, we afflict our body. Okay, we believe, okay, that what we are doing is going to be a reward for us, that crown. Okay, but our people, hey, you know what? We present them and trying to let them open their eyes to see their ways. Okay, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant to Yahawashi Mashiach. But they hearken not. Okay, and it says, remember, and it says, therefore deliver up their children to the famine, and pour their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children, and be widows, and let their men be put to death. Let their young men be slain in a sword in battle. And of course, that battle is going to take place on the streets here in America, Great Babylon, America. Okay, and it's also going to be when the Jakes who are still serving in this man doggone military are going to go overseas, and they will never return. Okay, there's not going to be any a funeral or burial like that. There's not going to be pieces of anybody to come back, okay, when they go overseas. And it says, let a cry be heard from their house when thou shall bring a troop suddenly upon them, which is going to be these Gurga troops, okay, National Guard. You've got these special troops that are hired by the government, okay, these mercenaries, okay, and it's also going to be these doggone regular Edomites that are just saying, now there's an opportunity now to go do what we really want to do to these damn niggas, okay. And it says, for they have dug a pit to take me, and hid snares for my feet, yet Lord YAHAWASHI, thou knowest all their counsel against me to slay me. Forgive not their iniquity, neither blot out their sin from thy sight, but let them be overthrown before thee. Deal thus with them in the time of thine anger. So this is all we can do, okay? And this is the reason why when we see Jake's and Eve's dying, these peculiar deaths, we just raise our hand to the air and we go, Kalalal YAHAWASHI Shimra Kakadash, okay? Because what? They obviously don't want to change. Okay, these are traitors. Okay, they're a different nation in the nation of Israel. Okay, Yashra are still called blacks and Americans and Latinos, and they need to be put to death on the side and then reborn. Okay, in righteousness in the kingdom. So I wanted to bring this out because it's the Day of Atonement is a very special day. We understand what it's all about. Those of us that participated in this, okay, we made it to the cross, to the finish line, okay, but there still doesn't mean that the work is over and done with. Okay, this is just one of many high holy days that we need to be aware of, and also making sure that we do what it takes to get that crown and also please our king, the Malach YAHAWASHI Mashiach. Okay, so I'd like to close it by giving all praise, glory, and honor to YAHAWASHI Kakadash, double honors to teachers, zealots, and apostles of great millstone. Also to you brothers that they're putting on the truth faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom.